friends. So as you just saw me demonstrate in the last video, we're going to be working through what it means to flow today. So when I normally am in here doing these videos for you guys, we are doing a yoga practice session. And that means that we are spending time to get to know the postures. We're spending time to get to know how our body feels, what sensations arise, what our capacity for flexibility or strength is. And the more we get to know all of that and the more intimate we are with our own abilities, the more we'll be able to start to flow. And I know if you haven't been a student of yoga or if you haven't been practicing for very long, it can be kind of hard just to like come up into a flow all on your own. And when I refer to flow, we're talking about just being able to move rather fluidly between the postures. So not quite spending quite as much time in them, maybe just staying in them for a couple of breaths before moving almost seamlessly into the next one. So I just shared with you a video of a little flow that I have been doing lately, and it kind of works the whole body. It does have a lot of balance. So this is a more intermediate or advanced sequence. But if you are a beginner, I invite you to practice along with us, but please make use of blocks, the wall, a bolster, anything that you might find helpful. I won't be breaking this down completely beginner friendly, but I am going to break down posture by posture the flow that I just shared so that if you do so choose, you can flow right along with me. So let's get to it. Now we all see the Instagram videos or videos online, people doing yoga, right? And they're in a flow, so they're moving gracefully between these positions. But what they don't show you is how important and necessary it is to have a great warm up. So next, I'm going to just share with you a very much sped up version of my 20-minute warm up that I did before I started this flow session. So check that out. If you don't want to check that out, go ahead, skip ahead just a couple of minutes or so, and that'll take you right into our class today. All right, so we're finally ready to start moving. So you'll notice in my original video that I shared with you, there was a little bit of discrepancy between left and right sides, and that was purely because I was deep in my own flow. So I did a full split on the first round when I was right leg dominant, and on the left leg dominant side in the second round, I came into a reverse side angle and full side angle for stretching, and that's just because that's what my body was telling me to do. I am going to dictate this next session here with the full splits. If you don't feel like doing that today, if it's not within your practice, I recommend that instead of coming down to the full split, you just start off with a nice reverse side angle and then go into a nice regular old side angle. And if you don't know what those are, go ahead and look them up. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So hopefully you've had your warm up in already, and we're going to start standing right at the top of the mat. If you haven't warmed up, I can't tell you enough how important it is to pause this video and go do it. For everyone else, stepping to the top of the mat, the top third of the mat, we want a little bit of space here because we're going to be extending the leg out. So finding mountain, give yourself a moment here. just to ground down through the feet. Lift and spread the toes. You'll notice I'm just kind of shaking my weight back and forth, shifting, moving my pelvis around a little bit. I've been a little tight in the low back, so you might see me do that quite a bit today. Neutralize the spine, slightly tuck in the belly. And as the feet root down, the legs grow strong. The spine lengthens upward through the crown of the head, and the arms actively reach toward the floor. Find your breath. I really want you to focus on using the breath to take us through these transitions. And while grace may look best in form, it really is at its most effective when we're allowing the breath to lead. So we might be shaking a little bit, we might be a little bit wobbly, and that's okay, as long as you're continuing with that steady, smooth breath, in and out, trying to maintain awareness over every moment of those inhales and exhales. Slowly begin to shift your weight into the right foot, and as you inhale, arms will reach up overhead, and we'll slowly bring that left knee up into the chest, toes pointing to the mat. Hands meet overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart, and start to straighten that left leg forward. Once is as straight as you can get it, which it doesn't have to be completely straight. Go ahead, flex the foot. Breathe in. Exhale, bend that left knee. Slowly begin shifting your weight back to a warrior three. Hands at the heart, left leg extending back, right leg strong. Pressing out through the ball of that left foot. Keep the hips even. And then releasing the hands backward, palms facing the floor. Breathing in and out. Slowly reach the hands forward, extending through warrior three. Breathe in. Exhale, hands all the way down to the mat, just in front of those right toes for a standing split. Fold that upper body down towards the toes. And then start to extend those left toes up to the ceiling. Try to keep the hips square. That's the most difficult part of this stretch. Breathe in and out. Look forward. Left hand will plant to the mat or a block about 6 inches in front of those right toes. Before you lift your right hand, we're going to slowly turn our torso to the right. And on an inhale, right hand can come up to the hip or all the way up to the ceiling for a revolved half moon. Activate both legs. Press that right foot down. Reach the left toes back. Breathe in. Exhale. Right hand down. Replace the left hand with the right, so a few inches in front of those toes. Before that left hand lifts, press your hips open to the left side of the mat. Ground that right foot. Inhale, right hand extends up to the hip. We're all the way up for half moon. Hips press forward, active legs. Breathe in. And exhale, right hand down. Square off your hips. Slightly bend into that right knee and start tucking the left knee into the chest. Breathe in as you come all the way up. Left knee into the chest, arms up. Exhale into eagle, crossing that left leg over the right, squatting down, arms come down alongside the body. Breathe in, swooping the arms up, left arm underneath the right, crossing through the arms. Squeeze the legs together. Breathe in and out. Inhale, lift those elbows. Exhale, extend the hands forward. Squeeze the arms and legs together. Breathe in. Exhale, unwinding nice and slow. Left knee tucks into the chest as the arms come up. Breathe in. Exhale back through warrior three. Arms extended this time. Reach those left toes back. Another inhale. And exhale, ground the left toes down, frame the right foot, runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ground that left knee and slowly slide the right foot forward for the full split, or come to those side angle variations. Breathing in and out. In and out. If you're in the full split, press your hands into the mat to lift the hips, keeping that left knee bent. Drag the right foot back to a half split. Tuck those left toes, ground the right foot. Inhale, come forward, back to a runner's lunge. Left knee is lifted off the floor. We'll all take the revolved side angle. Plant that left hand. Inhale, right hand reaches up, twisting to the side. Breathe in. Exhale, right hand lowers down. Runner's lunge. Slowly heel toe the right foot to the left edge of the mat and lower that right knee down into pigeon. Nice and slow. Even your weight out between the hips. And then activate the legs. Squeeze the glutes. Keep that left leg strong as it reaches behind you. Tuck in the belly. On an inhale, we'll reach the hands up into the air. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down, framing the hips. Slowly press your right hip into the mat to bend that left knee, bringing it forward for fire log, stacking the flexed left foot on top of the right knee and the left knee on top of the flexed right foot. Hands can come behind, rest on the inner leg, or maybe down in front to add in a fold. Depends on how much space you have open in your hips right here to begin stacking the legs on top of each other. So finding your capacity to hold and breathe. Inhale, make your way up. You can bring the hands behind you and extend the legs forward nice and slow. Make sure you're in the top third of the mat again. Arms come out in front. Pull the navel to the spine as you roll backwards all the way down. Once the head is down, tuck the knees into the chest, flatten the arms to the mat. And inhale, legs coming up into the air, hands resting on the small of the back for shoulder stand. If this is too much for you, just bring the knees into the chest, keeping the spine on the mat. For those of you with your legs in the air, try to keep the chin and the chest separate. Flatten the low back, so extending the tailbone nice and tall. Pointing out through the feet, breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees. Extending the legs behind. If this is within your practice, toes can reach the floor. Press the heels back. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly rounding down. So bring the bum back to the mat. Legs are still extending. Bending into the knees to bring the feet down. Breathe in. Exhale, knees to the chest. We're going to rock and roll up to sitting. Swing the feet back and coming forward. Hands to the heart. Breathe in. Out through the mouth. Breathe in. Out through the mouth. Breathe in. And out through the mouth. Bring your hands behind, stack your feet in front of you, shift your weight forward, feet slightly spread for a standing fold. Release the upper body over the feet. Maybe sway a little from side to side. Legs are slightly parted here. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soften into the knees. Reverse swan dive up to stand, flat back as we press into the feet, coming up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart, step the feet together. Mountain, breathe in, out through the mouth. Breathe in and out through the mouth. Breathe in, out through the mouth. Release the hands down. Shake out the legs. Coming back into that top third of the mat, we're going to move right into the other side. Find mountain again. Ground the feet down. Strengthen up the legs. Lengthen through the spine. The whole body is active here. Regain control of your breath if you found yourself a little breathless. And slowly shifting weight into the left foot. Bring hands up as we slowly tuck the right knee into the chest, toes pointing to the floor. We're inhaling. Exhale, we'll lengthen that right foot forward. Hands come into the heart. Flex that right foot. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale, bend that right knee. And inhale, coming back through warrior three. Hands to the heart, right leg extending back, pressing out through the ball of the foot. Breathe in. Exhale, arms extending back. Inhale. Exhale, arms forward. Breathe in. And exhale, hands down, framing that left foot. Standing split, deepen your fold, square off those hips. And then lifting that right toes to the ceiling. Breathe in and out. Inhale, look forward. Right hand in front of those left toes. Turning to the left first. Strengthen up those legs and then inhale, left hand reaches up or to the hip. Breathe in. And exhale down. Left hand replaces the right. Turn to the side first. Open those hips to the right. Power up the legs and then inhale. Right hand up, half moon. Breathe in. And exhale, right hand down. Square off the hips. Bend into that left knee. Bend into the right knee. Slowly shifting the weight forward. Coming up to stand. Breathe in as you come up. Hands reach up, right leg crosses over the left for those eagle legs. Exhale, hands swoop down and around. Right arm underneath the left as the arms come up and twist. Breathe in and out. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, lift the elbows. And exhale, press the hands forward. Squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, unwind nice and slow. Right knee comes into the chest. Arms come up. Exhale, extend that right foot forward, flexing the foot. Inhale. Exhale, bend that right knee. Inhale, warrior three, arms extended. Right leg reaching back. Breathe in. And exhale, coming down. Right toes ground, runner's lunge. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, right knee down. Left leg extends forward for the full split or come into your side angle. Breathe. From the full split, press into the hands. Inhale, lift the hips. Drag that left foot back. Staying bent through the right knee for the half split fold. Breathe in and out. Inhale, shift your weight forward, flattening that left foot, tucking the right toes to lift the knee. We'll all take that revolved side angle. Right hand to the mat. Inhale, left hand lifts, twisting to the side. And exhale, left hand down. Heel toe the left foot to the right edge of the mat. Slowly lower down that left knee for pigeon and extend the right leg back. Nice and slow. Ease your way into it. Evening out, weight between the legs. And then activate here. Activate those glutes, activate the back leg, the belly, and breathe. Slowly shift weight into that left hip, bending the right knee and swinging the leg forward and around to fire log. Flexed right foot left resting on the left knee. Calves are stacked as the right knee comes down onto that flexed left foot. Hands can be behind you, resting on the legs, or maybe down to the mat in front of you for an extra fold. Breathe. Make your way up to a neutral spine with an inhale. Hands come behind, gently, slowly, bring the feet forward and scoot to that top third of the mat. Arms out to the side, breathe in. Exhale, navel to the spine, begin rounding back. Once your head is down, flatten your hands and arms to the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, knees to the chest. Breathe in. Exhale to a shoulder stand, lifting the legs and hips. Maybe hands supporting the low back as you come up onto the shoulders. Try and keeping space between chest and chin. Slowly start reaching the feet toward the top of the mat, behind the head. Grounding the toes down if this is within your practice. Reaching the hands back. The toes can rest on the hands. Press the heels backwards. And then slowly begin to lower the spine down nice and slow. We're still holding onto the toes. One vertebrae at a time. Flatten the low back. Bend the knees into the chest. Exhale. Slowly lower the feet and extend the legs down. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. Continue to deepen and extend your breath here. Allow the body to slow down. Allow your energy to neutralize. I invite you now to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you'd like, or you can continue on with your practice, maybe adding in a cool down, some light stretching before relaxing once again into Shavasana. I urge you not to skip it, as it's the most important part of our practice. I hope you enjoyed this little flow session breakdown today. I know it's a little bit different from what I normally do. So leave me a comment, drop me some words. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please let me know. Thank you so much for practicing along with me today. I look forward to our next class. Namaste.